Doug's baby. I mean, he says that we talked about it years ago in London Jazz Cafe, and I don't remember agreeing to it, actually. But it was very sporadic. For the longest time, he would appear ever so often with his camera, and I honestly didn't know if it was ever going to amount to anything. It wasn't until Bob Rock came into the picture when there was a production company came on board, and then they were around all the time. And it's hard to make a record with the cameras around and stuff, but when you're just trying to sing and you're worrying if you have a double chin or not or something like that. But no, but at the same time, I mean, Doug's, you gotta hand it to Doug because he stuck with it all this time, and I'm no Brad Pitt up there, So it's like I think he made a great film, and I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw it that, and just the fact that people, seem to like it so far anyway. So.
I mean, one of the challenges was trying to get that initial interest from a broadcaster. And quite often they would send me away saying, we think maybe Ron needs to go off and become a little more famous and then come back. And I would be sort of like, well, that's the point. That's the story. Eventually we got there, and the film qualified and actually won a major award in pre-production. And we took it out to Perny Films. There's two folks from Perny here, Executive Director Audrey Mailer's at the back, and Executive Producer Trevor Lobson around. Where is he with the cap? Yeah, so I mean that, then we were rolling once that funding came in, and the new storyline presented itself as the update. Working very well.
There was a story told by Steve Earle that he had run into you very early on and then tried to get some people interested in you. Did you have a memory of Steve Earle coming up to you and say, I love your stuff, or what was your memory of that?
Oh, yes. It was about 88 or something. I don't know. I remember him. Can you hear me? Yeah. He came into, all he says is the Elm Combos, a kind of famous club in Toronto. And I was doing a residency there every Monday or something. And I thought, when I first saw him, I thought he was a biker. I didn't know who he was. And I was actually kind of afraid of him when he came to me. And then he said, I'm Steve Earle, and then I remember he gave his phone number, and he said, I'm coming to town in a few weeks, give me a call. And, I went to see him play, and, he asked me to send him music. And I think he was even married to a record, like an A&R person at the time. He was doing his best to get something to happen for me. But what I didn't know was he also had a lot of problems of his own. And then next thing I heard, he was in jail, and by the time I saw him again, my record had come out, and I ran into him in Nashville, and I think he told me that the day he got out, he picked up a copy of Rolling Stone, and there was a review of my record in there, and he sort of felt like, kind of relieved that something happened, even, without his help.
Nice story.
Oh, sorry, he's first.
My question is, how young were you when you realized that you have what it takes to ride the car?
I was like 21 or something, because my thing was always singing. Like, that was my first, still is my first job, singing. So it was weird when I finally got signed and all, and everyone was saying, he can't sing very well, but he writes good songs. I was like, that's songwriting pretty much later. I mean, I guess I was 16 or 17, I got into the Kings. And that's when I first started to try to be a songwriter, but, at that age I didn't have anything, I didn't feel like I had anything to say, really. So oftentimes the lyrics were not saying a whole lot, so, but yeah, then it became this thing. When I found out I could write songs, everything changed, it's just like, that's my one obsession,
First off, I think I'm in my 12th or 13th year of being a fan. So, Greg, you see you in San Francisco around 97, and, that's all. That's on that side. But watching, having, seen the film as someone here, but you've seen the film, already, and maybe more than one. How has it affected you? How does it make you see yourself and think about yourself in a way in response to the film?
Well, it's hard to watch yourself, I find, when I went to see the premiere, I hadn't really seen the film. I saw rough cut on a small computer, but to see it at the premiere in Vancouver, my face took the whole screen at one point, and I was sitting beside Bob Rock, and the whole film we were going, oh, look at our guts hanging out. It's hard to actually even enjoy the movie for a second. You see a film about Dylan, and he's so cool, and everything, and wow, why can't I be cool like Dylan? There's a lot of things that go...
Hardcore.
Well, yeah, well, I'm not saying, it's just like... You have these people, there's always been rock stars like Dylan or Lennon who are amazing and also really cool, but and then there's been more of a sort of awkward bunch of, your Brian Wilsons and those type of people, and he's cool as well, but I mean, it's just, you have this image, yeah, I'm pretty cool, and you see on the screen, and I just feel, and also the movie sort of captures me at a sort of a low point, where I was kind of coming off a lot of self-doubt from the past few years, and so, and then, I don't know, there's a bit, I'm not, I'm sort of past that now, but there was a period where I was just starting to think, where did my career go and everything, and I think that's became kind of the storyline of this, the struggle on. What besides the story?
I just wanted to think a little bit about your working relationship with Bob Rock, and how you felt about the two together.
I just love Bob. I mean, my wife told me the minute she saw me with him that she just said, "Well, he's got such a good effect on, has a nice effect on you." She could tell I wasn't, like self-conscious around him, or I could just really be myself. And she noticed it before me. I mean, I already liked him when I saw him in the Dallas movie. I thought, because if you've seen that movie, there's sort of this band kind of imploding. He's the calm, the sane one, and I just felt, in the film you see it too. I mean, I just, whatever you want, you want me to sing, put a harmony on that, I would kind of do anything for him, because I wanted to, I was there to learn, that's how I felt. I think.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too with Bob Rock. When you approached Bob Rock, were you starting to write from that place, kind of envisioning what it might sound like with a fatter snare and more reverb and a wider sound?
No, I mean, I had the songs already written before I thought of Bob, but I didn't know who, I didn't know who to work with. And I started doing demos with, Leslie Feist, her boyfriend at the time, produced demos for me. And there was a moment where I thought, oh, I'll just make a record with him. But halfway through that, I started having my doubts, thinking that I needed to do something, I needed to try to, I don't know, I mean, I felt the songs, there was something, to my mind, that was sort of epic about them, and that they would sort of benefit from a bigger production, but I just didn't know who that could be. And it was actually Michael Bublé who recommended Bob Rock to me, because I just thought, like a lot of people, that all he did was hard rock music.
Good choice.
Thank you. Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. There's one at the back there.
Yeah, hi there. My favorite song of yours is Galbraith Street. I've been a fan of yours for a really long time, and I was just wondering, because there's a lot of songs off of that album in the movie, and I wondered if there was a particular reason for that, if that was kind of a tipping point in your career. I think that's about when Elvis Costello came into the picture. If that was a consequence.
That was sort of the, I mean, I didn't pick like Doug picked all the songs, but that album obviously was kind of my first one, or the one that kind of put me on, or near the map. And, that was the record that, Elvis first started, and still when I play concerts, people still want to hear songs, a lot of songs from that record. But I mean, there's people, with my career, that there's certain people that got into my stuff at different points, some people was Retriever or Blue Boy, and so every time I make a record, I feel I'm making a new record, or I'm making a first record, because I'm still sort of under the radar, But yeah, the first album those were the songs that kind of got me signed and got me off the ground.
I mean, for me, why they show up in the film the way they do is that they are so naked and pure that way, and they really actually tell the stories of those moments in Ron's life across the biography. The best. I mean, there's a really important role to just letting the lyrics speak for long periods.
And also, we went, you know, we visited Galbraith Street as well, so that just seemed to make sense. I mean, I was actually, there were certain songs in my career that, like Strawberry Blonde and Golden Hills, that are kind of sort of well-known songs and aren't in the movie too, you know. So yeah, I mean, but it was really Doug's, you know, brainchild.
I said, just one more program.
There's this one back, this one back there. Like, I think your hands are up first.
Perhaps you should choose someone else because this is fairly shallow. I'm just wondering of all the covers done of your work, what's, if not your favorite, what's one of your favorites?
Well, you know, there's two. There was a 14-year-old girl that sent me a cassette years ago of a song I wrote for Thinly Veiled Sky. And I just thought it was beautiful because her voice wasn't affected or anything. It was just singing, she sang it really pure, and it was really beautiful. The one I'm excited about, but I haven't heard it yet, is Emmy Harris. She just recorded my song Hard Bargain, and she's in town actually. So that's the one I keep going online to see if there's a free sample of it. That's actually the title of the track of the album, so it's crazy. I've known her a long time, but you know, I've never really, I didn't know if she knew my musical. I knew she knew me, or we'd see each other in festivals, but it was really, came out of left field, so I didn't expect that at all. And Nick Lowe also did a nice version of Secret Heart that he sang it the way I kind of thought I was singing in my head.
All right, let's give one a huge round of applause.
We forgot to plug your show later this week.
Yeah.
Plug your show. Plug your showcase.
I don't know when it is.
Friday afternoon at 5:15 p.m. at Canada House, Paradise and Trinity.
I'm doing something at midnight as well.
Yeah.
With my
I don't know
band.
when that was.
Yeah.
Friday night at St. David's.
Yeah, that's with my band, everything else is solo.
I should say, if you want to have other people see the film, it's screening again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at the Vimeo Theater, if you want to recommend it.